So if you're comfortable, as I call your name, please stand. Judge Palmer, Case Manager Brittany Stevens, our counselors Donna McDonald, Kiana Powell, and we have group facilitators Taylor Hageman, Tabitha Espinosa, our Assistant District Attorney Alicia Hargrove, Assistant Public Defenders Matt Harris and Timothy Blenner, Chief Assistant Solicitor Michelle Sewell, and Assistant Solicitor Demetrius Patrick, Public Defenders with Lister and Holt Dennis, Director of Sentence Enforcement and Officers Carl Brown and Elvira Lemmy, Department of Community Supervision Officers, Deputy Tony Wilson with the Henry County Sheriff's Office, and Sergeant Keith Lauterbach, who is also with the Sheriff's Office and has done a tremendous amount of work with these veterans. So we're honored that they are here. That's a large group of people. I'm also, give them a hand. I'm also grateful, of course, to the Board of Commissioners and county leadership. Without their support, this wouldn't happen. They've got to manage a lot of pokers in the fire, and we're one of them, so we try to be hot so they won't forget about us. Are there any commissioners or county leadership here who'd like for you to be recognized at this time? It's not just a justice tool, but it's something that we can make our community better with. And again, it's a human endeavor. But then to our veteran mentors, some of our mentors couldn't be here today for health reasons, so please keep them in your minds and hearts and prayers. But I want to announce our veteran team, mentor team. That's Command Sergeant Major Jim Joyce, Sergeant Jim Dunn, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Jackson, Major Margie Brown, Technical Sergeant Connie Baptiste, First Sergeant Major Al Willicke, Sergeant First Class Calvin Anderson, Sergeant First Class Demetrius Rucker, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Bailey, Petty Officer Third Class Guilford Wells. Thank you, mentors, for all that you do. Without that finishing touch, they help us get these folks over the finish line, and it's so important what they do. Judge.
Morning, everyone. How are you doing this beautiful Thursday? Last time we were here in March, it was freezing, and so I'm so glad it's a beautiful day here today, and so proud to be here, because not only is it because it's beautiful out here, but it's beautiful because we have not one, not two, but 5 wonderful graduates today. And I could not be prouder to be here and be presiding over the Veterans Treatment Court. We were blessed when Judge Pipkin started the Veterans Treatment Court back in 2018. And I have a lot of roles and duties that I do in my current position, but this is one that I am most proud of and most grateful to be part of. So thank you for being here today. Without the assistance of our Solicitor General, Pam Bettis, who is here today. Pam, where are you at? All right, she's not standing, but let's give her a hand. And also our District Attorney, Darius Patilla, who is here. We would not be able to run this program. It is with their help and their assistance that we're able to screen for participants in the program and help these wonderful men and women who have given so much to our country and so much sacrifice. And I am so glad that we have today for our guest speaker, Darius Patilla. And it's my honor to introduce him today and tell you a little bit about him. Actually, when I read his bio, I learned even more about him than what I already knew. And we are really lucky to have him as our District Attorney of Henry County. He's currently serving his 2nd term and was elected District Attorney in 2016 and then again in 2020. Mr. Patilla has had more than 18 years of experience as a prosecutor, spending the first 13 years of his prosecution career with the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office, including serving as Deputy Chief Assistant, District Attorney of DeKalb's Juvenile Division. As District Attorney here, Mr. Patilla has taken the office to the next level by modernizing his approach, the structure, and the processes of the office. He created special units to prosecute crimes against children and domestic violence cases, along with homicides and gangs. Mr. Patilla also launched a pretrial diversion program for nonviolent first-time offenders and created Power Moves, a youth outreach and education program to deter middle school students from crime and teach good decision-making. In 2020, Mr. Patilla received the Justice Award from the Henry County branch of the NAACP for his crime prevention initiatives and the Social Justice Award from Game Changers Media Network. Georgia Trend Magazine also named Mr. Patilla as one of Georgia's best and brightest under the age of 40 in 2010. In addition to keeping our county safe, Mr. Patilla has remained committed to mentoring youth as a high school mock trial coach, a college criminal justice instructor, and a volunteer at his alma mater, Thurl High School in Atlanta. He also previously served as a mentor with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Atlanta. Mr. Patilla has been a lifelong resident of Georgia. He graduated from my alma mater, University of Georgia, with a yes, go Dogs, with a degree in social studies education with an emphasis in political science. He then went on to earn his law degree from the University of Georgia School of Law, making him a double dog. Mr. Patilla was a member of the first graduating class of the Atlanta Bar Association internship program and a graduate of both Leadership Henry and Leadership DeKalb. Mr. Patilla and his wife have lived in Henry County for more than 17 years and have 2 beautiful children. It is with great pleasure that I present to you Darius Patilla.
Now, isn't this a fantastic, wonderful day, great weather in December in the great state of Georgia? How magnificent is that? On this day, we have this beautiful weather to honor these 5 great human beings who've accomplished a lot. I just want to first start by just saying thank you to Judge Palmer. I appreciate your leadership, your continued leadership and commitment to this program, the Veterans Court program, and I just appreciate your invitation for me to come and participate in this momentous occasion. I also want to acknowledge and thank Craig Ogilvie and the entire Veterans Court team and all the mentors who have assisted these veterans, supported them, pushed them, and maybe even annoyed them at times, a little bit, but who ultimately helped them, all of these graduates, achieve this noteworthy accomplishment. But most importantly, congratulations to all the graduates for completing this part of your journey. We know that it has not been easy, that the path to this point has not always been clear or straight, but rather it has been a winding road. It has been hilly, there have been valleys, and there have been many potholes, obstructions, barriers, and obstacles along the way. But despite that, you have persevered. And for that, I think all of you deserve a round of applause. Now, if you would indulge me for a minute, if you are a family member, friend, or significant other of one of these graduates, if you would please stand in your place just for a second, if you're able to, and remain standing. I just want to say congratulations to all of you for supporting, encouraging, and most of all, loving these wonderful graduates. I know, and you know, and they know, that one of the main reasons that they have been successful through this process is because you have been there by their sides to provide support and encouragement along the way. We recognize you because you too have been on this journey with them. It's folks like you who are truly the blessings of life, and I hope these graduates realize that what they have in you, and I hope they never take it for granted. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, some people, yes, they deserve another round of applause, absolutely. None of us are anybody without somebody, and that's absolutely true, and we can never forget that. Now, some people think that it's kind of ironic that the district attorney is here to acknowledge and honor these graduates, given that it's the prosecutor's office that charges people with criminal offenses. But it's not odd at all, especially not here in Henry County. It's important to me that you all understand that you have a DA who supports you, who believes in you, and who wants to see you succeed. Because every time we keep someone who is capable of redemption out of jail or prison, it makes us stronger as a community. I believe in this program, and I have confidence in all of you, in large part because you are veterans. Veterans are near and dear to my heart. My dad is a veteran. So I fully understand that in addition to your specialized training, your unique skill sets, knowledge, and shared experiences, that you and your families are patriots who have made many sacrifices in service to our country. But what I also know, and it's important for everybody to understand and never forget, that first and foremost, you're also human. And just like the rest of us, you need and deserve your community support. It's important that we all recognize and acknowledge that veterans experience the same range of human emotions that we all experience. And that includes grief, disappointment, frustration, fear, uncertainty, helplessness, anger, and anxiety. And that veterans experience setbacks in life and misfortune, just like the rest of us. And sometimes veterans make bad choices, just like the rest of us. And just like other people, veterans sometimes struggle with drugs, mental health issues, and poverty. And sometimes we, as a society, tend to lose sight of the fact that our heroes, as smart as they are, as strong as they are, as experienced and skilled as they may be, they are human too. But we realize this at the district attorney's office. And realizing this, our office is a part of the team that recommended each and every one of you to have this opportunity, because we believed that you could reach this moment. And this goes not only for the graduates, but also other participants who are still in the program right now. You will have your own graduation ceremony in this very place soon enough. Just make sure you stay the course, and by all means, don't give up. We don't want to see you waste your precious time and talent behind bars. We want you to be out here with us, working to advance this community forward in a positive and productive way. And today is a major step in that direction. One of my favorite quotes in life is, "It's not what you achieve in life that matters the most, but rather what you overcome." It's called perseverance. Don't look backwards and allow the embarrassment of previous bad actions be your central focus. Look forward. Focus on where you're going. And I just want to leave you with some friendly advice, if I may, to help you along your way. Because I figured it out through a lot of mentorship, friendships, reading, that the key to happiness and success in anything in life is having a positive attitude and living a life of service. So let's talk about the first thing, having a positive attitude. So this wind is not cooperating with me too much, just when I raved about the weather, but it's all good. We're going to talk about positive energy. Every human being, every living being has an electromagnetic field around us, and that's also flowing through us. It's a scientific fact. And because of that, we're emitting energy every second of the day. That's one of the reasons why when you hold a baby to your chest, you can actually feel something. When we hold hands, when we pray, there's a reason we do that. Because that energy is flowing between us. So it's important that as we move through life, that we are mindful of our thoughts, because our thoughts affect that energy. That energy around us, people sometimes call it an aura. And the energy that we give off is what we will ultimately attract in life. There's a book by John Gordon. It's called The Energy Bus. It's a good book. And the premise of that book is basically that our life is basically a bus that we all drive. And the energy bus is a metaphor for our lives. And the book talks about just having positive energy. But there are 5 rules that I want to talk to you today about concerning the energy bus that we all should live by. So the first rule is, we're all driving a bus in life. It's your bus. It's the energy bus. And the first rule to that bus is, you're the driver. Can I hear all our graduates say, I'm the driver? You're driving that bus. Everyone in the audience, let me hear you say, I'm the driver. So that means you can't let someone else drive your bus. You have to take ownership of it. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2 is that you have to drive your bus with purpose. And the purpose is your goals, your desire, and your vision. Because you can't get anywhere to any destination without vision, goals, and a purpose. So that's rule number 2. Drive your bus with purpose. Now, to get anywhere, you gotta have fuel for your bus. Now, how do you fuel your energy bus? Well, first of all, you have to be a positive person. In the book, it talks about a man in a village. It's a little short story. A man is in a village. He's walking. He comes across an old wise man. And he says to the old wise man, I feel like I have 2 dogs inside of me at all times. And they're constantly fighting each other, violently, viciously. And one is a positive dog, and the other is a negative dog. And they're constantly fighting, and I can't figure out which one's going to win on any given day. And then the old wise man says, well, I can tell you who's going to win. The dog that's going to win is the one you feed the most. So I would submit to you, only feed that positive dog inside of you, because we all have both. And let that negative dog starve to death and die. And that's how you fuel your energy bus with positivity. The 4th thing is, you got to mind the folks on your bus. You got to manage the people in and on your bus. It's a big one. Several components to it. First of all, you only want to invite people on your bus if they're positive. And you got to make sure that people who are negative are not allowed on your bus, because can we all agree there are a lot of negative people that would love to be on your bus? You know why? Because you're going somewhere. But they're not driving. They're not responsible for the fuel. They're not responsible for the direction. So you got to manage who's on your bus. Invite positive people on your bus. Get the negative people out. We call those the energy vampires. Anybody ever met somebody that can just suck the positive energy out of a room? It's just me? Okay, exactly. So you got to get rid. No energy vampires allowed on the bus. So that's the second group. Invite positive people on your bus. Get rid of the negative people. You got to be strong enough and willing to end any toxic relationship you have. The third type are the people that don't want to get on your bus. There's some folks out here, they're not interested, and that's okay. Everybody's not supposed to ride with you on your bus. In life, people gonna get on, people gonna get off. But they gotta have the right energy if they wanna stay on. And if people don't wanna ride with you and they're not rocking with you, because everybody's not gonna rock with you. That's good, it's okay. So manage that, the people on your bus. And the last thing, you gotta appreciate and love the passengers on your bus. Sometimes we get caught up about who's not on there or take for granted the people who are, but you gotta make sure that you're conscious and intentional about loving the people on your bus. And lastly, have fun and just enjoy the ride. That's it. You driving your bus, enjoying your bus, your ride with your passengers. Don't compare your bus to somebody else's bus. And so the second thing, after having a positive attitude, is living a life of service. MLK once said, that's the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that anyone can be great because anyone can serve. Just remember that your duty to serve has not ended. And service does not have to be something big and grandiose. Sometimes we get caught up on that. It could be something as simple as looking out for an elderly neighbor, supporting a fellow veteran, sharing your testimony to someone, with someone going through a challenging time, or encouraging and offering guidance to a young person. Wherever you travel, wherever your travels may take you, whatever you do, just find a way to serve in whatever way makes the most sense to you, and make sure you pay this forward. Just always remember, we love you, we're happy for you, we're proud of you, we need you, and we wish you continued success. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Mr. Patilla. That was a wonderful, inspiring speech. Everything that you said rang true, especially for our Veterans Treatment Court, that we should always show positivity to people, not get bogged down in the negativity, because we are surrounded by it. I know all of you know that. And service. I challenge everybody here today to commit one act of service every day. I know how that makes me feel when I do something. I think if we can all strive to do what our veterans here, our graduates have done for our country, it'll make everybody a better person. But Mr. Patilla, I would really like to thank you for your service to our county, for your commitment to our Veterans Treatment Court, for all of the accountability programs and everything that you do every day. So we have a little bit of something for you. If you want to come up. I have a challenge coin here today to present to you, as well as a plaque. And let's give another round of applause to our district attorney. All right, without further ado, it is my pleasure to now give awards to our graduates and bring them up one at a time. So the first person we have is Mr. Ira Lathan. All right, I have a few words I want to say, Mr. Lathan, so you're not going to get down quick. We're very honored to present you today with this plaque and streamer for completion of the program. You have always remained positive when faced with adversity, and you're always willing to help others. I saw that evident, your positivity throughout the program. I know everybody here did. You volunteered with Fairview Recreation this summer, and you helped them set up and clean after the youth sports camps. And you also volunteered at Helping in His Name Ministry, and that was loading and distributing food boxes. So you have not ended your service career. You are doing things every day to pay that forward, and we appreciate that for you. And with that, I'm going to present you with this plaque. All right, let's give a round of applause. And if Lieutenant Colonel Jackson would come up, he was his mentor, and he is now going to present a challenge coin on his behalf. Double coins. Thank you. Hopefully the wind won't take it away today. Good job. And Mr. Lathan, you're going to be very missed. All right, next I'm proud to present Vanessa Cujo. Come on up. And Captain Cujo, it's my honor to present you as well with this plaque and streamer today for your completion in the program. I know Craig's getting that together, and while he's doing this, I want to acknowledge her accomplishments while she was in the program. She not only completed the Veterans Treatment Court, but she also obtained her master's degree in public administration with a government management concentration while in the program. She got really good grades while she was in it, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments. I know you're paying it forward every day, and you were able to do that with a busy schedule, with children, and everything that you had on your plate, and we couldn't be more proud of you. I know that your mentor, Major Margie Brown, could not be here due to health reasons, but Tech Sergeant Connie Baptist, if she is here, there she is. She's going to present you with a challenge coin. Here's your plaque. And we have your streamer. Great job. All right, and I think I said it that she is the first female graduate, but if I didn't, let's acknowledge that. Very proud of you. All right, next we have Billy Lee. So Mr. Lee, it's my honor also today to present you with this plaque and streamer. Yeah, this wind is not helping us today. Let's see if we... At least we didn't have snow on the ground. Let me just get my notes because I also wanted to recognize your accomplishments while you were in the program, and you were able to do also obtain your associate's degree in logistics and supply chain management while you were in the program with everything that you had on your plate as well. We couldn't be more proud of you for doing that. And I know Sergeant First Class Calvin Anderson, who's your mentor, I believe he's right behind you. He wants to come up and present you with a challenge coin and say a few words. You can do it quietly. I put him on the spot. All right, and let me present you with this plaque. Congratulations. And then you've got the streamer. Hopefully it won't blow away. All right, another round of applause. Thank you. All right, next we have Bernard Ford. Mr. Ford, if you'll come on up. Give a round of applause. And I'm so proud of Mr. Ford too, because he didn't just get one degree or one diploma, but he got several while he was in the program, and he kept pushing himself. So he is going to be a jack of all trades because he was able to obtain his Master Barber and Barber Instructor Diploma, as well as his HVAC and Automotive Technician Diploma, all while he was in the program. So I know who I'm going to call when I have trouble at my house or with my car. But he has done a wonderful job, and Lieutenant Colonel Jackson is also his mentor, so he's going to come up. All right, and I'm proud to present you with this plaque. And he was always at the top of his class, too. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, and last but not least, we have Angela Rajeski. Ms. Rajeski, if you'll come on up. All right, Ms. Rajeski, it's also my honor to present you today with this plaque and this streamer. You have done a great job throughout this program, and for those of you who don't know, Ms. Rajeski had some serious health issues while she was in the program, but she was able to overcome those and be here today and kept pushing herself. She's also volunteered many hours with the Women Veterans Social Justice Network. And it was interesting, all of the different projects that she did with the help of her mentor, Tech Sergeant Connie Baptist. And I just want to highlight some of those because even with her having her health issues, she volunteered many, many hours while she was in the program. She kept pushing through, and I couldn't be more proud of her. One of the research projects that she worked on is called Honor Flights. And I learned a lot about this. I never knew about this before. You started getting involved in it, but it's dedicated to transporting as many veterans as possible to see the memorials to the respective war that they fought in Washington, D.C. at no cost to the veterans. So it's a wonderful program that she's continuing to help with. She also researched art therapy for veterans with trauma. She helped in researching local resources specific for women veterans. She researched studies targeting women veterans' health issues, and she was actually our first participant in the program, female. So I'm very proud of her. And with that, I'm going to present you with the plaque. Okay. And Tech Sergeant Connie Baptist is also going to present you with a challenge coin now. I would say that too, since my dad and my father-in-law are Air Force vets. Congratulations. All right, and I know y'all couldn't hear what Tech Sergeant Connie Baptist said, but she said, we're always here for you. You're not alone, even though our graduates are graduating today. You have a whole village behind you. Couldn't be more proud of you with everything that you've accomplished. I know it wasn't easy. I know, as Mr. Patilla said, there was negative on the bus sometimes, but you overcame that and were positive and you fought through it, and you know, now we have a big day today to celebrate. But I know I'm going to miss you very much. Also the treatment team and the mentors and the family, I want to say thank you so much for your support, because this could not happen without all of you, without the assistance of everybody that came together to help them, and thank you for being here. All right, and with that, I'll give another round of applause. All right, and Mr. Ogilvy, if you want to come up and give the closing remarks.
And now the benediction. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he smile upon you. May he be gracious unto you. And you're coming and you're going from this day forth and forevermore. Amen.
Thanks, everyone, for coming out. We appreciate it. And with that, we're done. Have a great day. Congratulate these folks.